Hi there, Em here from Studio Taurus in Blackburn. I hope you're well. Welcome to today's lunchtime free video. So today's theme is de-stressing, and we're going to have a good stretch. We're going to stretch all the stress out. I've just been for a big walk. Maybe you've done the same, or if you haven't been for a walk or a jog yet today, why don't you pause this video and go and do a few Ks out in the fresh air, come back and have a good stretch with me. If you've already done that or you just want to have a good stretch, let's head on down to the mat and we'll do a little bit of moving and getting a bit of blood flowing and movement and fluidity into the joints. And then we'll have a good stretch out. So let's just start in all fours, take a few cat-cow. So just get a bit of movement through the spine. So just tipping the tailbone in each direction and moving the spine, really feeling each vertebra move like a wave. Inhale, so start to sync that movement with your breath. Let's take the knees wide and we'll take a child's pose. So stretch the arms out towards the end of the mat for now. Sink your bum back towards your heels and let the chest and the belly drop down towards the floor. Try and let go of any tension or sort of holding on that you're doing. Big breath in and out. We're not going to stay here for too long because, as I said, we're starting with a bit of mobility. So I want you to go from child's pose down into a cobra. So down onto your belly with control and then just a little back extension. Inhale. And then we're going to push it straight back. Child's pose. Cobra. Inhale. One more time, take it back. And forward. Inhale. Let's take the hands out wide. Lifting the chest up. So draw the belly in. Make sure you're not just crunching into the low back, but you've got some lift from your core. So draw your belly in. Lift yourself up a little bit and then a little rock side to side. So movement and mobility through the spine. You're getting a little bit of stretch through the chest there. All right, taking your left arm out to the side, using your right hand to push yourself. So you're going to roll yourself over and flip that top leg back. We're going to do this with a little bit of pace because we're sticking with this mobility theme to start with. So just rocking from side to side and moving the spine, moving and mobilizing the spine. All right, just roll yourself onto one side now. Bring the knees up. Hands behind the head. Inhale, open up. Exhale together. Inhale. And exhale. Moving the upper middle back spine. And then roll yourself over to the other side. Do it from the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Might even get a little click in your back. From there, roll yourself onto your back. Shift the focus down to the hips. So just circling the knees in one direction and getting that fluidity into the hip sockets, other direction. And then let's give the knees a big hug. Have a rock side to side. Pop the feet down on the floor as wide as the mat and drop the knees side to side, taking a few breaths there. Bring yourself up to seat. Take both feet out to one side. Whichever way the feet have gone, go to side bend that way. So reach up tall, lift and lengthen over into a side bend. From here, we're going to shift around into hip opening stretch. So get some height and then walk it down. Not staying long, we're sticking with mobility for now, and take it straight back into side bend. But in this side bend, you're getting a little bit more pull through the groin. If you can't feel it there, just shift your weight forward or back. Then let's take it back into that hip opening. Walk it down, not staying too long. Walk it back up. Shift back into your side bend. One more time of each. And then rocking it around. Walking it back. And we'll do the other side. Both feet out to one side. Side bend. And then shifting it around to the hip opening. Walking it down, not staying long. Walk it back up, and then just prop yourself back up. Side bend. Hip open. Walk it back up. Side bend. And then one more time. Walking it back up. All right, now let's shift focus to more of a stretching aim. So stretching and lengthening. Lie yourself down onto your back. Grip your hands around, let's go with the right knee. Lengthen the left leg along the floor and hug that right knee in towards the chest. Now you feel some lengthening through the front of that left hip. Start to find your breath. So start to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. Again, we want to have a stretch. Down. And then that right knee, taking it across the body for a gentle twist and a nice stretch of the back. Sit down. Don't be a pain. Away, you know. Kenzo. I'm talking to Kenzo, not you guys on the screen. All right. That leg that you've taken across the body, lengthening it up towards the sky for a hamstring stretch. Holding it there. Okay. He's not going to stay. So lengthening out the back of the legs now. That left leg is either bent with the foot on the floor. Now we're going to cross this leg over so the ankle's resting on the opposite knee, on the left knee. Just leaving it there. That might be enough of a hip stretch, or you might be able to draw the knee towards the chest. And if you don't have a dog that's trying to sit on your head, rest your head on the floor. Breathe. Nice big deep belly breaths. Now without unhooking the foot, put the left foot back down on the floor. We're going to take both knees over to the right. So you're going to use that foot that's hooked over to kind of lever the other leg down, other knee down. So both knees have gone to the right. Find your breath. If that's not comfortable and you want to unhook that cross foot, take it off and see what feels better. Bring those knees back into the center. We'll do the other side. So Hamstring first, lengthen that foot up towards the ceiling. The right foot either on the floor or out along the mat. Oh no, I forgot. First of all, you're going to hug the knee in. And that leg that's on the floor is out long. Breathe. So we get that lengthening through the front of the right hip. Those hip flexors, they get really tight from lots of sitting and running and walking and stressing. Right now, across the body for the twist. Just noticing how the body's feeling. If you're holding stress in the hips or the legs or the low back, you're just really starting to tune in and listen to what your body's trying to tell you. Come back into the center and shift into that hamstring stretch. And lengthening that leg up towards the ceiling. Keep going. Sorry, my alarm's going off. All right. What's all happening today? Noticing how that side feels compared to how the other side felt. Cross that ankle over the opposite knee. For the hip opening stretch, leave it there or draw it in closer. Breathe. If you are feeling particularly tight or you're realizing that you're tighter than you thought you were, as you start to stretch, make sure you take some time out in the day to move around and stretch and get those joints moving a little bit. Right, pop that foot back down on the floor, taking both knees over to the left. So using that one that's crossed over to pull the other one down. And if it feels good on the low back, just unhook that top, that crossed foot. Breathe. Or if your hips are particularly tight and you just realise, perhaps get yourself a tennis ball or a spiky massage ball and roll the hips out and do a bit of release work. All right, let's let that go now. Take those feet nice and wide again and just gently dropping the knees side to side. Rolling yourself back over onto one side, doesn't matter which one. Hands out in front of the face. I'm going to inhale, feel this top arm back, and then exhale together. Do about 3. Inhale, open up. Exhale together. And then on about the 3rd one, open up and rest the head down. Rest that arm down on the floor behind you and just let the chest open up. Breathe, allowing the lungs to fill the back body. And then rolling yourself back into the center. We'll do the other side. Hands out in front of the face. Inhale, opening up. Exhale together. Inhale, open up. Exhale together. One more time. Inhale. Rest that arm behind. Relax the belly, relax the low back. Head's on the floor. And then rolling yourself back onto the side. prop yourself up. We'll do a quad stretch just on the ground here. So gripping your foot and pulling your heel in towards your bum. You could do this one standing up as well if you wanted to. Stretching the front of the thighs. Breathe. And then let's go on to the other side. Good job. All right, standing yourself up. Let's have a little sway side to side. Take a nice big deep breath in and out. Arms go nice and heavy, shoulders are relaxed, face is relaxed, come to stillness again. Take some hip circles. Another direction. Back into the center. Inhale, reach the hands up. Like you're trying to touch the sky, and on your next exhale, just let it all go. Inhale. Exhale, soften the knees as you go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it all go. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Well done. Thank you for stretching with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, if you're feeling a little bit stiff, make sure you get up and move around and bring some awareness to what your body's trying to tell you. We're not meant to sit down and be still all day. So get up and move around a little bit. Okay, I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.